Have you ever wondered why your credit score comes back differently between like these online companies that generate free credit scores and maybe like your local bank or a lender where you're trying to get a loan? I was wondering why this was the case for quite a while, and as soon as I figured it out, I just had to share it with everybody else. So let me drop a truth bomb right off the bat. The credit score that you get and that you see on your screen on sites like CreditKarma is not the same as the credit score that like a mortgage lender or a credit card issuer sees.
No freaking way.
Most of the time, the score you see is wildly different from the real number. And in this video, I'm going to tell you why this is the case and why you should definitely avoid sites like the ones I just mentioned when preparing to apply for a loan. So first of all, I'll explain to you why you see different credit scores on online lending platforms compared to like your bank. Then I'll tell you why you shouldn't trust these sites at all. And after that, I'll outline what you should actually do when preparing for a loan application. Are you interested in personal finance, crypto, Web3, and taking financial matters into your own hands? Well, if you are, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel because I'm going to be uploading a lot of videos related to these topics in the future. So the reason you see different credit scores is because there are 3 different credit bureaus, Equifax, TransUnion, and Experian, and they all compile different credit reports and use different scoring methodologies. They do this based on usually 2 different models, right? You've got FICO and you've got Vantage score solutions, of which there's multiple versions of FICO ranging from the traditional FICO 5 all the way to FICO 10. Although these 2 models basically do the same thing, which is evaluate your risk, it helps lenders decide whether or not granting you a loan is a smart thing for them to do. With both models, the general rule of thumb obviously is the higher score, the better your credit. The differences between these 2 models are that they use different scoring models to take into account things like your payment history, credit utilization, credit history, late payments, and more. Furthermore, the lenders that use FICO 9 weigh criteria in a different way compared to lenders that use FICO 5. For example, FICO 9 puts less weight on unpaid medical bills, but FICO 5 still takes these into account just like any other bill. So the problem is you start preparing to apply for a loan or a credit card, so you check your credit score on one of these free sites and they're using the Vantage scoring model. And everything looks great, so you apply for the loan, but you get denied. And that's because the bank used FICO, and the report they pulled showed a score way lower than the Vantage score you checked. This means that the numbers you see on these kinds of free credit report sites aren't helpful most of the time and actually are kind of misleading when you think about it. So what should you actually do when preparing to apply for a loan nowadays? Well, it boils down to a few simple things. First, clarify your loan needs. Know what you need to borrow and why. Second, go visit or call your local bank. Ask them which scoring model they use and with which bureaus they work with so you can properly assess your probability of approval before actually applying. That's right, just ask your own bank and forget all the other intermediaries and third parties. The reason why I say this is because every time you apply for credit, your credit score takes a hit from the hard inquiry. So this means that if you go around and you're just like asking for loans all over the internet and applying for credit cards, your credit score is going to plummet. And that's really all there is to it. So now I hope you know why the scores that you get on these free credit reporting sites are kind of nonsense and why you shouldn't believe them and why you should actually avoid them. If you learned something new today and you got some value out of this video, please be sure and hit the subscribe button and turn on the bell notification so you'll be notified as soon as I release a new video. And in case you have any questions regarding personal finance, crypto, or DeFi, just ask them in the comment section below and I'll answer them as quick as I can. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next video.